Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Davina's Faith. It's Davina here, and today I decided after I made my testimony video that I was going to do a testimony series because there's been many things that I've been through. I'm going to go a little bit into it. I might not go fully in that because, some things are personal, and then, I might have a surprise for y'all one day. But I noticed when after I watched my video and then just I recorded that days ago and just reflecting on it, I was like, wait, I never told them, I never added this in there, what I went through with this and that. So there are a few things that I do want to talk about that I went through that might help somebody else, or you just get to know me a little bit better. So in this part of the series, I'm going to be talking about my deliverance from being hurt from other women. So since I was a little kid, I'm not saying that every female have done this to me, like every female that's my age or a little bit older has done this to me. No, not everyone, but I have definitely experienced some hurtful things from women. Like since I was about 6 years old, I noticed that women, they would always treat me kind of wrong. Like I could just be minding my business. Like when I was in school, elementary school, just school period, elementary, middle school, high school, college, cosmetology school, those are all the schools that I went to. I always mind my business. Of course, once I got older, I would communicate a little bit more, but super duper quiet, super respectful young lady, mind my own business. I could hear all about your business and not tell anybody about it. Now I gossip about you. That was me. Now, when I was a little bit younger, like in high school, somebody told me somebody else gossip, I might laugh at it or something, or find it amusing, but I wouldn't go and tell other people's business. I would listen to people's business though, I'll be honest about that. So yeah, I'll just be minding my business. I'm going to start from elementary school. I'll be minding my own business. And then a girl would just come out of nowhere and just want to start trouble with me. Now, I never really got into any fights or anything like that. The only fights I really had was with my brother. That me and my brother, that's 1 year apart. But yeah, I never let it get that far. But out of nowhere, a girl would just start with me, say something negative to me, just have something against me. So like they could either say something crude to me, like try to pick on me, or just want to treat me wrong, don't want me to be around them, or yeah, all that stuff. So yeah, that happened since I was in elementary school. I remember when I was in middle school, and I went to one of the worst middle schools ever. I went to two really bad middle schools. The first one that I went to was the worst though, and this was in New Jersey. I'm from Jersey, so yeah, it was located in East Orange, New Jersey. If you're from Jersey, comment down below what school you thought it was. I'm gonna let you know when I went to middle school. I went to middle school in the early 2000s. So think of what school you think that is if you're from Jersey. That was located in East Orange. So it was a bad middle school. I would just be mind my business. I knew that the kids were super bad. This is when people first started to really talk about sex. Like I heard kids talking about sex, how they want to have it, how some of them was already having it, whether they're lying or telling the truth. This is when I had really kind of get more introduced into sex. I wasn't having it. I wasn't trying to have it. But yeah, I heard kids talking about sex and fornication and stuff like that. And you start to be more developed during this time. Most girls, a lot of us were still wearing ponytails during this time. A lot of kids from the early 2000s, even once we got older, we still were wearing ponytails. Nowadays, if kids are in middle school, they get like sew-ins and stuff. But even though the good kids and the bad kids were still wearing ponytails, like the little ponytails with the little bubbles. We all were still wearing that. Now, some of us, we learned to do our own ponytails, like so we would do our own ponytails, sometimes. I remember that. So it was some people that I was cool with. Like it was a girl that was really nice to me. She was like, I guess she was considered kind of popular. She was always really, really nice to me, despite me being very quiet into myself. And then I had another girl that was really nice to me too. Always made friends. I always noticed that people from other places gravitated towards me. The other girl, I believe she was Jamaican. Always had been pretty cool with people that was from different countries, like African, Jamaican, Haitian, Romanian. I'm just was it was just easier to communicate with them. They were more nicer to me. I guess maybe they thought since I was so quiet that I was from somewhere else, and I still get that a lot. A lot of people think that I'm from a different country. Still to this day, a lot of people think that I'm from somewhere else. They think I'm a little bit more exotic than I am. But yeah, I've always got along for the most part. Some of people from different countries have been rude to me, but I have kind of always got along with people from different places for some reason ever since I was young. So yeah, and then the other girl, she was Jamaican, I believe. So we were cool, whatever. They would talk to me every day. So they were like, I can't really say that they're my. Well, the other girl, the Jamaican girl, was like kind of my friend. The other girl was like a school associate. She was always kind to me. She saw that I was nice. I wasn't bothering anybody. She was. She would tell me about what her mom would say, that she should hang out with the nice girls and stuff like that. So she was always nice to me. But there was this one girl in middle school who always wanted to say something negative to me. Now, I wouldn't go home and tell my family about this. I would keep it to myself, but out of nowhere, she just always wanted to say something mean to me. I can't remember everything she said, but she always had something to say to me. I think she said something about my hair, like, I still got, like, I had finally started wearing my hair straight. I had natural hair for a long time. And she said something like, oh, you still got ponytails, or something like that. She said something slick. I just let it slide. I never went back and forth with people during the times of me being in school. I noticed that I could have stood up more for myself though. Even though I didn't have to feed into it or, fight people, I could have said more things than I did when I was younger. But yeah, she would always have something slick to say. And then one day, she ended up getting into a fight with the girl that I was cool with. And her face was so badly bruised up. She had scratches from here to here. Blood, like it was bleeding. It was really bad, and she was trying to play it cool, but she had got beat up. And she didn't get beat up because of me. Like they didn't get. Oh no, it wasn't that girl I was cool with that had. It was another girl that was in my class that she had a fight with. She would mind her business too. She wasn't as quiet as me, but she didn't really do anything to anybody. She was alright. She was an alright girl. She had got into a fight with her, and then she had all those scratches on her face, bleeding. So that's what I can't say. That's what she gets, but yeah, she ended up getting hurt from being a bully or whatever. And then once I got to another middle school was this other girl who always had something slick to say too. I would be coming to school kind of late. She had something to say about that, something to say about me being quiet, like, oh, she's too quiet, that girl too quiet. Always having something to say, and she went with me to high school too, but once we went to high school, I didn't see her as much. But yeah, always had something else to say. Then adulthood, woman had something to say. Want to talk about me being skinny, being quiet. This is early adulthood, like 20 years old. I just felt like women always had something against me. Like they just always wanted to start trouble with me. I was always cool with guys. I was always cool with guys. It was always easier for me to open up to guys. I guess because I grew up in a house full of boys. Like my brothers, it was three of us, so I was used to guys. I was used to boys. Even though I was a girly girl, pretty and stuff like that, it was easier for me to talk to guys for some reason. And some people can't believe that. They think that, oh, it's just because you like them. Some cases it was like that, but it was just always easier for me to open up to guys. Like they wasn't as judgmental, I feel like, and maybe because I was pretty, I don't know, but whatever the reason was, it was always easier for me to open up. I didn't feel judged. They weren't too gossipy, majority of them. If it was a gossipy guy, I didn't really like them. I just felt more at ease with talking to guys growing up in school. It always was easier for me to get along with people from different countries as well, for some reason. So yeah, I wish I would have took notes because I can't remember verbatim everything that somebody said to me that was negative. That was a female, but I've been through it with females. I could just say that they always had something negative to say, whether it me just mind my business and me being quiet or me being slim. It was always a negative comment towards me. with a female. Not every female, like I said, but females my age always gave me a hard time, and then some older females gave me a hard time as well. So now I don't let that affect me. I don't get as much negativity as I don't get as much negativity as much, and now I am open to communicating more with women. You guys know that I do hair. I'm a hairstylist and I'm a salon owner, so I work with women a lot. It's a little bit easier now, and now I'm open to being around more women rather than just being around a lot of men. So that's something that I'm healing from, and I'm getting better at. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this testimony. I feel like I'm being free. I can't say that I'm completely free, but I feel like I'm becoming free from this thing. It is a little bit more easier for me to communicate with women now, and I don't get as much negativity from women, negative feedback from women. And I'm still really cool with guys. Like, it's still a little easier for me to communicate with guys. Like, if I click with a guy, we could talk all day, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It just be like I'm cool with them. So I am working with that. I know it's not good to be just with all guys as a attractive female or a female period, because a guy can take advantage of you and it's just not a good look for you. But I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you had this experience as well, or whatever. If you had this experience, or if you want to make any comments, leave it in the comments below. I will be talking about what I went through with men. I'm not talking about heartbreak. I'm talking about from a young age, I went through it with men as well. Like, men always hitting on me since from a young age. I had men, I don't know how to say it, but men have been after me since I've been a little girl. The opposite sex has been after me since I was a little girl. Luckily, no men have touched me or anything when I was a little kid, but you know, the opposite sex has been after me since I was a little girl, and having to shut it down, like not let every man get to me, and learning to say no and stuff like that. I'm going to talk about that too. So you guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you're enjoying this series. This is the first part, and I guess the second part I'll be talking about the men, you know, little girl talk, and I'll be hitting on some other situations as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.